Hi and welcome to Mootopia MMIV. It's time for a reaction and preview video. Let's get cracking! What can I say about Tuesday night in a wet Bradford? I started to worry when I saw the team sheet, which had a couple of noticeable changes. Mainly the choice of keeper, where Harness started for only the second time in a Don shirt, with Villalone Marshall injured and Kelly absent owing to a personal issue. It was baptism of the fire for Harness. The decision to start Stoke-Loney Tesgill, no Harrison even on the bench, although Matt Dennis did feature on the bench again. The state of the pitch also wasn't going to help, with large patches where there was no grass, and no grass had been in a while either. But against my original worries, Dons actually started well and even created a decent chance when Tesgill had his shot blocks and then Gilby fired a shot into the side netting. Dons actually looks like they were coping well with the conditions and the tactics of Bradford. Tactics they themselves had failed to apply earlier in the season. All was looking promising until the 13th minute when Bradford got a throw in, which was taken much like 99% of the throws, and it looks like it would happen. But Odur managed to play a beautiful ball into Tompkinson, who was unbelievably completely unmarked in the Dons box. Tompkinson cut the ball back to Platt, who Dons had also decided didn't need marking, on the edge of the box. Platt rifled the shot from the 18 yards and put Bradford 1-0 up. It was a good goal, but completely against the run of play, so surely we could get back into it, right? And Dons had the ball most of the game again, but did very little other than win corners with it. The second Bradford goal, when Kemp lost the ball and Bradford broke with Odur on the right wing, who was 1-on-1 with Harvey and then 1-on-2 against Harvey and O'Hara, but somehow still got a shot away, which had been reported as hitting the post, but I'm 100% that Harness got a great hand to it. Sadly, he only managed to push it into the post and it rebounded behind the keeper and across the 6-yard box, where once again a Bradford player was still all alone and to tap in their second, and obviously make it 2-0 with 10 minutes left of the first half. The second half began in completely calamity by Dons, when just 3 minutes the Dons failed to clear a cross from Holdy, which was hit against the post and Bradford Telsman Cook scored from 6 yards. 3-0, and it was looking like Dons had decided to down tools. Then a very MK Dons moment, direct from a free kick after 3 goals. O'Hara passed the ball directly to a Bradford player and they broke quickly. Norman was caught napping on the right side of the defence and Odur onside, and a very scrappy defending Odur eventually scored their fourth. Thankfully, Bradford took it easy and basically sat back and let us keep the ball in our own half and the middle third. Our only chances coming from free kicks or around the edge of the box, so we still lost 4-0. This is a perfect example of how well Alexander Ball works with the right players and against the right opposition. I've seen some people slate the keeper, but in my opinion, he isn't at fault for any of the goals. Tesgill is too slow, or his positioning is not good enough to play the through balls we're trying to play him, and it appears we brought on Kemp's one-legged brother back from Swindon. My final thoughts on this game are that we were well beaten by a team that carried out their tactics and game plan perfectly. Dons weren't creative enough to get through a well-drilled defence. Would I want to watch that football every week? No, but I'm sure having seen 4 goals, the Bantams don't care. Bradford fans were a bit of a disappointment. My dad had told me about the amazing noise they made when they last went to Valley Parade, but even at 4-0 they were very quiet. To be fair, Alexander Ball did the same to us. Valley Parade is an awesome ground though, especially for League 2. My Bradford man of the match goes to their number 12, Odur, who appeared to be involved in everything good they did. For Dons, it was once again very difficult to pick a man of the match, as very few were above 5 out of 10 at best. But I'll give it to Barnsley Loney Lofthouse, because I don't remember him putting a foot wrong, and obviously most of the goals came from the left side. On to Saturday, where Dons face another difficult away trip to Swindon, who currently sits 17th in League 2, and ironically, last one game was on the 27th against Bradford. Swindon score a lot of goals, with the last team to keep them out being Dons' opponents on Tuesday, Wrexham, way back on Boxing Day. They have 9 goals in their last 6 games, but thankfully have conceded 9 as well. A run that has seen them only win once in six games. The rest of the run being 3 draws and 2 losses. Dons have played Swindon 26 times and won 13 times, with the last 3 meetings being absolute goal fests, with 3 straight Dons wins. The scores be scores of 4-1, 5-0 and the most recently in October 3-2. Amazingly, Swindon's 2 top scorers are no longer with them at the club. After Bradford recalled Jake Young and of course Dons recalled Kemp, these 2 players scored a sackful of goals at county ground. And it's no surprise their form fell off the cliff in the new year. So former Premier League star Charlie Austin could probably be considered their main threat, having scored 3 in 6, and now how we defended on Tuesday, he might get a hat-trick. So giving those statistics, I'm going for another goal fest, but not in Swindon's favour. I'm going for a 5-1 win. That's my reaction to a nightmare-inducing performance on Tuesday that showed how important creating chances with 70% possession is, and my preview to the visit of Wiltshire on Saturday all done. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and come on you Don!